This is the first unit for the subject English Language Software Engineering. In this unit, we will talk about software in general and about the basic principles of software engineering. There are many different definitions of software, but the most general one would be that software is any set of machine-readable instructions that directs a computer's processor to perform specific operations. Software is typically categorized into two main groups: system software and application software. System software is computer software designed to operate the computer hardware, to provide basic functionality, and to provide a platform for running application software. System software includes operating systems, device drivers, and utilities. Application software is software that uses the computer system to perform useful work or entertainment functions beyond the basic operation of the computer itself. In practice, the distinction between system software and application software is sometimes blurred due to bundling of useful applications with the operating systems. The software industry is growing rapidly, and it is of increasing importance to economy and standard of living. Software engineering is finding its way into many industries, including telecommunications, power generation, biomedical, and industrial product companies. The software engineering sector is continually advancing. New opportunities and challenges include the development of more powerful software and computers. The area of software engineering applications is growing and ranges from special effects software for the movie industry through to the software controlling devices such as digital cameras and robots, to the software that drives businesses and the financial sector. The software industry has grown dramatically over recent years and has significantly impacted the global economy. Now, what is software engineering? One of the definitions says that software engineering is the application of a systematic, disciplined, quantifiable approach to the development, operation, and maintenance of software. This definition tells us that the discipline of software engineering encompasses knowledge, tools, and methods for, first of all, defining software requirements, then for performing software design, and after that for software construction, software testing, and software maintenance tasks. Software engineering also draws on knowledge from fields such as computer engineering, computer science, management, mathematics, project management, quality management, software ergonomics, and systems engineering. What are the stages in the process of developing software? Development of any software would start with clarifying the problem by considering and analyzing the requirements of the potential users. After the problem has been clarified, the solution to the problem has to be designed. The next phase is coding the program by first choosing an appropriate programming language and inputting the program code. After that, the program has to be tested and debugged. The last step would be documenting and maintaining the program, including writing instructions for using the program. Now think about these stages. What do you think? Which of these stages is the most difficult to perform? Let's think about all the activities happening from the beginning to the end of the process. First of all, system analysts need to talk to the people involved in the computing problem, including the people managing the system and the users or potential users of the system. They need to establish factors such as the nature of the problem, what systems already exist, to what extent any existing systems are computerized, what output will be required from the system, who will be using the system and what parts of the system they need to be able to use, the computing experience of the staff and what training would be required, what hardware already exists and what would need to be added, including the specification of the hardware and whether a network system is required. Then they have to plan the structure of the solution and check it through with the people involved to make sure it meets their requirements. Next, they have to choose a suitable programming language and write the program, continually testing and adapting it until it works to the satisfaction of the customer and users. The system then has to be put into service and the users have to be trained. This involves documenting the program, specifications, and writing instructions for using the system. Deliverables must be developed for all software engineering projects. Software engineers rarely make all of these deliverables themselves. They usually cooperate with the writers, trainers, installers, marketers, technical support people, and others who make these deliverables. Deliverables usually include the following: software, documentation, which can be in online or in printed form, frequently asked questions, help for each role, administration and maintenance policy about what should be backed up, checked, or configured, migration in terms of upgrades from previous installations or from competitors' installations, and training materials for each role. Now, let's make a break. What do you think? Is this a typical behavior of a software engineer? How about this one? What do you think? Does the life of a programmer look like this? The next thing we will talk about is the verbs do and make. The differences between these two verbs and the common expressions made with these verbs. It is not always easy to choose between do and make. The verb do can be an auxiliary verb, as in the sentence, "Do you like coffee?" or a main verb, as in the sentence, "I did my homework yesterday." As an auxiliary verb, it has no meaning. It is necessary only for the grammatical structure. As a main verb, it has a meaning, but the meaning is rather general. It often expresses a general activity. Verb do is often used when talking about work, jobs, or tasks. For example, have you done your homework? Or, I have guests visiting tonight, so I should start doing the housework now. Or, I wouldn't like to do that job. Do is also used when we refer to activities in general without being specific. In these cases, we normally use words like thing, something, nothing, anything, everything, and so on. For example, we would say, "Hurry up, I've got things to do." Or, "Don't just stand there, do something." Or, "Is there anything I can do to help you?" We sometimes use do to replace a verb when the meaning is clear or obvious. This is more common in informal spoken English. For example, "Do I need to do my hair?" Or, "Have you done the dishes yet?" Or, "I'll do the kitchen if you do the lawns." Here are some of the common expressions made with the verb to do. With the help of your dictionary, check the meaning of these expressions. To practice, write down sentences using different expressions. For example, the expression "do your best" means "dati sve od sebe", and an example for this expression would be "I did my best in an exam." The verb make is always used as a main verb. Its meaning is also rather general, but it often expresses the idea of construction or creation. For example, "I made a cake yesterday," or "She makes her own clothes." Verb make is usually used to talk about producing, constructing, creating, or building something new. It is also used to indicate the origin of a product or the materials that are used to make something. For example, his wedding ring is made of gold, or the house was made of wood, or wine is made from grapes. We also use verb make to talk about producing an action or reaction. For example, onions make your eyes water, or you make me happy. Or another example, it is not my fault, my brother made me do it. We use make after certain nouns when talking about plans and decisions. We would say, make the arrangements, or make a choice. We can use make with nouns about speaking and certain sounds. We would say, make a comment, or make a noise, or make a speech. Here are some common expressions with the word make. Again, with the help of your dictionary, check the meaning of these expressions. To practice, write down sentences using different expressions. For example, an expression to make a decision means odlučiti, and an example of a sentence with this expression would be, I made a decision to stop smoking. Now, let's do some exercises. Let's relate the following words with either make or do. Think about the combinations. It is correct to say, make a good impression, do business, make arrangements, make a decision, make a difference, do research, make a profit or a loss, do your best, make a start or make a move, make something clear, do a good job, do a degree, make an effort, do somebody a favor, make a suggestion. Now, let's use these expressions in the following sentences. Think about the context. In the first sentence, we would say, when you go for a job interview, it is important to make a good impression. The next one would be, I think we're all getting tired. Can I make a suggestion? How about a break? In the next sentence, we would say, a lot of research has been done into the causes of cancer. Then we would have a sentence like this. I think the director is basically doing a good job. He is reliable, he is honest, and he gets results. In the next sentence, we would say, I would like to make clear right now that I'm totally opposed to this idea. Then we would say, right, I think we should make a start and get down to business. The following one is, I don't mind if we go now or later. It makes no difference to me. The last example would be, could you do me a favor and lend me some money till tomorrow? Remember to do some more exercises in the document Software Engineering posted on the distance learning system. If you have any questions, feel free to send them to iris edu.fit.pa or ask them in our next term for online consultations.